Even though we have now a whole body of formal international law and a rhetorical nodding towards the importance of human rights, the actual implementation and the way that people live their lives remains hugely disparate from what we say we're on about. The first part of this project is to bring together an international team of researchers in anthropology, behavioural psychology, political science and law to bring together the very best knowledge on what do we know about the way in which torture occurs and what keeps it in place. At the same time, we have local researchers in Sri Lanka and Nepal who will be interviewing people who have been tortured, people in torture organisations, and been doing interviews with the military and the police to try and work out what's actually going on in these institutions. We're then going to design intervention. And then in the last part of the project, we're actually going to train people to go into the military and the police to do this work. And then we're going to evaluate and see whether we make a difference in terms of the way in which police and military behave. What we're really trying to do is to think about prevention of human rights violations in a different way. So to generalise some of the knowledge that we get about shifting people's worlds, not only in the area of torture, but in the area of domestic violence, in the area of sexual abuse, in other areas where what seems to be the case is that people are responsible for human rights violations based on some understanding of the world that they have. I think the major challenges for human rights in the world are that the same as they've been for the last 2,000 years, that often people aren't concerned about what's going on until it's immediately in their own lives. And addressing human rights requires a recognition of the universality of humanity.